Okay, let's roll.
Coach, might as well ask you about turnovers since
Oh my goodness.
for once you're happy for us asking about that.
Listen, trying to think now, the previous two games, I think we had how many on the ground? 6 or 7 on the ground, and we didn't get them. So it's going to turn as long as you have population around the ball and you keep working it. And to our credit, the guys kept doing it. Bijo came through with a big one. Obviously, the Maris interception. You know, we left one on the field. We were offsides on the third one. We could have had a third interception. But no, it's good. It's good to see. We got our hands on a couple of batted balls, so it's good. So we got to continue to do that and fix a couple more areas.
How much do you feel that fueled, maybe not just your unit, but you know the offense also? Obviously, they fed off of it as well.
Yeah. Well, I've been saying all year we have to help our offense by getting takeaways and creating shorter fields or whatever the case may be by game, and certainly that helped in this situation, especially Maris, the second one, because they were getting some momentum, and that kind of quelled it.
When you look at what took place in the BYU game, the same thing in the Syracuse game, start off the game with Pitt, is there any coincidence there and the defense just starting out strong?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm glad it happened, but I don't know if there's a correlation. It just worked out that way. But we're going to have to start strong against this group now. This is a talented offense from top to bottom. So it's going to be a great challenge for us.
So that was kind of my next, just about the offense that you're going to face and what they provide. But you guys have, if you're not sacking them, you're getting the bad balls at the line of scrimmage as well. Credit to Hal Cross on that one as well.
Are you
just talking about different things that you guys are able to do outside of just sacking the quarterback?
Yeah, no. I mean, you have to alter throws. You have to make him throw from different launch points, and we work on that. And you have to hit him or sack him. We got a couple of those, so we had pressure on the cue. And then ultimately, you need some batted balls. So all of those would be helpful against this group. Quarterbacks are long. Offensive line is big, so they give them great protection. They push the ball vertically, and they use the width of the field to get the ball to their playmakers. So it's a great challenge for us.
Now, besides the takeaways, what other takeaways did you take out of the Syracuse game that kind of validates what the coach is doing right now?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're making progress. We need a red zone stop or a red zone takeaway. That would be very helpful at this stage, just to get some of those when teams get in there. But we've made progress on third down. We've made progress with the takeaways. We've gotten some fourth down stops of late, which are all good. We're getting a little more pressure on the quarterback. So again, we're going to need it all. We're going to need every facet of defense. Every skill that we teach is going to have to show up Saturday night.
Coach, red zone seems like it's an interesting one because you guys don't let teams in there that often.
Yeah.
So, but when they're in there, obviously they've been capitalizing.
Got to get a couple stops. There's a lot of work that goes into preventing someone from getting to the red zone, but it does not dismiss the fact that we have not made the. And again, I don't know what would change the numbers. I don't look into it that way. But just let's say it's 3 additional stops or 4 additional stops would look markedly different. So again, all we have to do is get one stop. Whether it's a takeaway or get a stop somehow, and that's going to help us, drastically here.
Is Isaiah Foskey playing at a higher level?
I do think, and again, I'm really happy for him. He's playing a little bit more reckless. He's playing with a lot of energy. Leadership was great during the game, and I'm glad, those plays are coming for him. He deserves it.
With a big quarterback and a physical running back, how important is physicality this week for your guys?
It is. They're coming off a bye week, so you're going to have to match their freshness and their speed. And, there's really 3 running backs. You see mostly Ship and 26. You see 2 of them a lot, but there's 3. And there's 2 quarterbacks, and obviously DJ's in there. That's a big man to try to bring down. So he's a great challenge for us, and at any time that it looks like a run, it can turn into a play action with him back there. So again, a lot of respect for the way they conduct the offense and obviously the talent pool they have.
And then Jordan Botello had a couple of sacks on Saturday. Has he kind of progressed during practice over the last couple of weeks?
You know, really, that's the conversation right there, right? I mean, at the end of the day, if he doesn't demonstrate it in practice, you don't have trust and he doesn't have confidence. And right now, we have trust and he has confidence. So it's manifesting itself on the field, and it resulted in 2 sacks the other day, which there's not a person in this building that's not happy for Jordan Botello. Unselfish move to go to Viper in the summer. Now seeing it through and really starting to help our team. In addition to what he's doing on special teams, so very, very happy with that and excited for him.
How pivotal is a win like this, not just for the team, but for the confidence of the defense these last couple of games of the season?
You're talking about last week?
Clemson, against Clemson coming up.
A win,
How big would it be for the
Yeah, I
team
mean,
with the confidence?
look, it's big for us today to practice really well, and we did that today, and now we have to go in and watch the film and get better. And again, at the end of the day, we control the process. We have to improve our process. We have to have, urgency, because this is a great challenge, and the rest of it will take care of itself. Can't look at the end game. The bottom line for us is we had an early down day today. Kids attacked it. They exhibited that they knew the material. There's some things that you have to change. Obviously, you're getting tested by a lot of different areas by Clemson, so we have to improve that. And tomorrow we move on to 3rd down. That's at the foremost of what we need to be doing right now.
Last question. You mentioned a couple of quarterbacks on the Clemson side. How much of your preparation do you devote to the possibility of that second quarterback?
Yeah. They're both really talented. Maybe it's a little bit different, with 2 in there, maybe, but they're both really. They're both talented kids, and maybe they have a little bit different skill set. But either way, like last week, you get ready for one guy, and the next guy comes in, and he gets a little hot, and you got to figure it out quickly. You got to go, okay, what's he doing differently than what we saw? So that was the challenge, during that game as it unfolded. Guys, thanks. Have a great week.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.